Hello, welcome to Surviving Disruption. We are live today. Like I have shared, I wanted to try to go live at least once a week to provide some tips or techniques to help with things that I see that are happening a lot. And some of you may know that I am a therapist. I've been a therapist for 25 years. And I am also a woman empowerment coach. And so I see a lot of women that come to me for various reasons. They may come to me saying they're overwhelmed, they are stressed, or maybe there's been some grief that they're experiencing, maybe a sudden divorce, or not even a sudden divorce, just a divorce, a change in their life. Children have moved out of their house. There's this underlying grief that they're experiencing. But there's also a lot of overthinking. Overthinking seems to be the hot topic this week with all of my clients that are coming to me in therapy and in coaching. And overthinking isn't just a bad habit, it's a stress amplifier. It keeps your body in overdrive. It drains your energy and clouds your judgment. But with a few simple resets, you can quiet your mind and reclaim your emotional balance. And and like what I've been telling my clients, what overthinking does is that it spins on repeat. And so then our nervous systems can't tell the difference between real danger and imagined danger or this perceived danger that they're experiencing because they've heightened their nervous system with all of their own thoughts. Our thoughts, go on this repeat. They may, I always give the example to my clients like, you don't overthink the wonderful things in your life. You don't come back from vacation and overthink everything that brought you joy. Now, if someone asks you, what what did you do while you're on vacation? You are able to recall that. Now, if there was a problem that had happened on vacation, maybe the house that you had rented didn't have the right equipment, or maybe your car broke down as you drove there, or maybe there was so many delays in the airplanes as you were traveling. Those are the things that you would overthink. And so when we overthink, our cortisol, our stress hormone, and our adrenaline flood our body, and our heart rate may rise, our muscles may get tense, and then we're not responding necessarily with calm or with intention, but we're more reacting from our this place of fear or urgency or maybe even frustration. And so when my clients are telling me that they're overthinking, I always give them that example about vacation. Like, are you when you have these joyful things, you don't overthink that. But our brains are naturally designed to be problem solvers. And so when we overthink, that's what our brain is seeing is it's perceiving that there's a problem and it needs to solve it. And so it will constantly loop looking for answers. And overthinking doesn't just make you stressed, it disconnects you from yourself and the people you love. Because you are reacting with frustrations, your family members or the loved ones don't want to spend time with you. Overthinking will fuel anxiety and irritability and emotional exhaustion, making it harder to see solutions clearly. And here's the tricky part: the more overwhelmed you feel, the more your brain tries to think its way out of it, which only makes it worse. So, again, your brain is naturally designed to be a problem solver. So, the more you overthink, the more your brain sees this as a problem and continues to try to find ways to solve it instead of allowing ourselves that time to pause and breathe. So, to break this cycle of overthinking, we don't need to think harder. We need to interrupt the pattern with body based resets and calming our nervous system first. Those are the first things. And that's one of the reasons why I've been giving some of those somatic techniques. And we will do another somatic technique at the end of this quick training. But some of the other things that I teach is I use, and it's something that I've been using for a while now, especially after my husband passed away, is my rooting ritual. And I am going to be teaching my rooting ritual inside my Root Rise Receive workshop starting on September 19th. And when we root, it allows us that time to reset. It gives us that moment of stillness to connect with ourselves. And when we connect with ourselves in that stillness, then we are disconnecting from all that overthinking. We are quieting all of that noise that is happening. And we're allowing that stillness to be, there, with the power of breath and stillness, then we're able to connect with ourselves, and then we get more in tuned to our intuition. Because a lot of times with overthinking, the noise is so loud that we don't connect to our intuition. And a lot of times then we are stuck in making decisions. We second guess decisions, which then will increase overthinking, or we have a lot of self doubt, which then will increase that sometimes frustration with our relationships, because when we second guess, or when we doubt ourselves, we're always asking other people for reassurance. And sometimes that can be frustrating in relationships. And some of the other techniques that I teach is a calm compass reset, where we gives us time again with breath and connecting with ourselves and asking what is most important right now. And so, what I would like to do again is share, and there's so much in regards to overthinking. I think I touched on it last week with our inner critic voice. That goes into overthinking. I've had many women this week that, on top of their overthinking, they're sharing a lot about those inner critic voices, the ones that say, you're not smart enough, or you're not good enough, or why didn't you finish that on time? So there's a lot of those kind of messages that go along with the overthinking. And so again, your body sees it as a problem and tries to solve it. And doing more thinking doesn't solve the problem. It usually creates more problems. This is why women will come to me saying they're overwhelmed, or stressed, or feeling burnout, or they have those physical symptoms like the muscle strains in the back of their neck and shoulders. Maybe they walk around feeling like there's something on their chest, like they're just stuck, or like they are can't breathe because it feels like maybe like an elephant is sitting on top of you. And so with my Root Rise Receive workshop, I will train you on my rooting ritual, which will allow you to connect to yourself. But then there are a lot of other things. If you are looking to uh, get more clarity, or want to, problem solve what is the things that you are feeling like you're out of control with and you're overthinking more, then I have a mission to motion call. It's a free call where you can, t- you know, start to problem solve. We can look at what is one thing that you are stuck overthinking about, and we can get more clarity on that and point you in the right direction with some techniques that can stop that overthinking loop. But then there's also Aftershock Society, my monthly membership, where I will be doing once a month training. I will also do hot seat coaching once a month, where you can ask a question and get coached on it. And all of those links are in the description. So if these are something that you are finding is very helpful for you, make sure you like and share this video to other people that that could benefit from it. But also make sure you subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any announcements or live trainings that I do. So the next time your mind is on overdrive and you are feeling kind of stuck in that overthinking loop, one thing you can for sure try is, the calm compass reset. You can learn my rooting ritual inside the root rise receive, but then also we will go ahead and do a somatic technique. I've told you guys that in my live trainings, I will pull a card from my somatic therapy exercise cards. Because again, remember, I am a therapist, so I do have tools that I have brought from therapy into coaching and find that it's very helpful if I can open the box. That's the trick. This box is not just your typical box. So let's pull a card. We have done a couple of these as we've gone through. So let's pull a card. I like to pull through the middle. All right. So today's technique, and this is another technique that you could use to help, disconnect from all that overthinking loops and noise. And it's called nature connection. So I'm just going to read the description here. Nature connection involves cultivating a deeper relationship with the natural world around us. It's about recognizing our interconnectedness with nature and embracing the benefits it offers for our physical, mental, and emotional well-being. So to get started with nature connection, you want to regularly immerse yourself in nature, whether it's a hike, a park visit, or a neighborhood walk. Pay attention to nature sights, sounds, and sensations, practicing mindfulness and appreciation. Use all senses to connect with nature's textures. That includes sounds, scents, tastes. Of course, where it's safe to do all those things. Take breaks from screens to fully engage with nature's rhythm. I hate walking around a park and seeing somebody on their phone. It's not their music that they're doing, because if it's your music, you already have your playlist listed. So I hate watching when people are walking and they're like using their phone to scroll or they're texting, because that really does take away from what we're getting when we're walking outside in nature. So take a break from that screen to fully engage. Acknowledge nature's gifts like clean air and express gratitude for them. Get involved in the environmental efforts to protect nature. Educate yourself about local flora and fauna to deepen appreciation. Establish traditions like sunrise walks or picnics to connect with nature regularly. Connect with others who appreciate nature through activities or clubs. And take time to ponder nature's lessons and its impact on your well-being. So those are all some different ways to get involved in nature. And again, when we're involved in nature, that if you are following these steps along with some deep breathing, you are going to get away from that overthinking loop during that time. So again, if you have more questions, you are welcome to reach out to me. Make sure you like and subscribe and check out all the links in the description. And I will see you in either Root Rise Receive or inside Aftershock Society those would be some great places to connect with me. All right. Till next time.